If I find my way home, yeah. Wouldn't it be crazy? But you still amaze me.
What's up, everybody? This is Better Than Static. I'm your host, Tyler. I'm in the front of this line of people because we're doing a GTA stream, so I thought I'd describe our characters. And then today I have with me...
Lucas, I'm in the red jacket, as always.
I'm the chick in the back.
And
Yeah, so let's ride. Like I said, we're doing another GTA stream, so we're going to drive around a little bit. So it's been a while since we've had like an update on what we've been playing and watching and stuff. So I guess I'll ask that question. What have you guys been playing or watching? You guys, which one do you guys want to start?
Star Wars: The Force Unleashed last night. I played it in
The
high
first one?
school, but yes, I've never played the second one.
the first one is better than the second one, but the second one has better, like, I guess, fight and mechanics and all that stuff, in my opinion.
So I wanted to download the second one when it was free on Games with Gold, and for some reason my Xbox didn't allow me to download it while it was out. And I have no clue why. So I had a chance to get it, but my Xbox didn't let me for some reason. The second one, not the first one.
Yeah. I tried to play back through the second one whenever it was the free game of the month, and it kept crashing on me, so I just uninstalled it.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I missed out on those games where I didn't have a console, like when we were in high school. Well, I had the Wii, but like that doesn't really count. And I had a PlayStation 2, but like that's sometimes like things I miss. Like I wish I would have got into Halo or some older games like that were on Xbox originally.
Call of Duty 4.
Well, see, I had Call of Duty 4, but it's for the Wii.
No, it doesn't count.
It really doesn't count at all.
I mean, it had online capabilities, and I played online.
That doesn't matter. Doesn't count.
It really doesn't count.
Have you been watching anything new?
I have literally not watched a single TV show that wasn't a sports broadcast in probably over 2 months.
What sports broadcast you mainly been watching? Football?
Football.
There it is, NFL. Man. Or college. NFL or college?
NFL.
You're not
college.
Yeah, Lucas likes college a lot. I know that much. He will watch any college sports game.
I will not watch a college. Yep. College football is harder for me to watch than NFL. NFL is just good.
The thing I like about NFL is like where I do fantasy, I have something to root for, and like I'll watch NFL games for like teams that I don't want to win, or like UK because like that's my team because that's where I graduated from. But like any other, I have no care about college. Like it's fun to watch. They're both fun to watch, but where I have like weight in the game, I feel like that's what makes it fun for me. Like I have something to pull for.
Yeah, I will watch any, like you said, any college sport. NFL, I haven't watched an NFL game in like... When did Peyton Manning retire?
He retired after Super Bowl 50, so he retired in February of 2016.
The Super Bowl. You've watched the Super Bowl. I know you have.
I have not.
There's only been one since he retired.
Yeah. I went to a Super Bowl party last year. I did not watch the game, though.
Were you spitting game at them ladies there?
No, I was not. Fortunately, it was a bunch of old dudes.
Oh,
fortunately?
Unfortunately.
Sure, I think
it was a fun party
too.
Everybody there was married and all that stuff.
Lucas, you're married? Party.
To the game. Married to the life, the thug life.
Thug nasty life.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Lucas is the biggest thug I've ever known.
He surpassed me.
Chris, you're the biggest gangster I've known. There's a
I'm a
difference. There's thug
gangster,
and
dude.
gangster. Yeah.
Try to bring your pet to the chicken festival. Get out.
So that's
You're not allowed to bring
something we can
pets
talk
to the
about.
chicken
Unless
festival?
they're
Hold on,
service animals.
we gotta put this in context because we have people that are downloading our podcast from Peru. So we gotta put stuff in context.
It is
Pollo
world
Festival.
famous, Kirby.
I highly
World
doubt
famous chicken festival.
that. So
KFC.
we're from a small town, and our town is famous
8,000.
for a chicken festival. 8,000
KFC,
people
just
strong.
say it.
Yeah.
We have the KFC right close to our hometown. It's one town over.
The very first
so we have
KFC.
the
the
Colonel
original OG.
Sanders Cafe. And so we have this festival every year, and like, you'd be surprised. Like,
hate it.
you think going to Walmart at 3 a.m. is bad? Just come meet these
I
people
hate
at the
it.
chicken festival.
I hate it so
Like-
They
much.
come out of the woods.
You would be surprised. Like, some
Have you heard of
people
the
don't even
movie
have teeth.
Freaks?
No, I've never heard of that.
It's an old movie with like circus freaks as the main characters. It's like basically that. Here comes the bearded
That
lady.
sounds about right.
Here comes the pillow
Which
man.
one?
Pillow
It
man
just-
doesn't have any arms or legs.
It just astounds me. I don't know that. Like, something you'll never see them ever again, but you'll see them once a year at the chicken festival.
Yep. I hate it.
But that's what Chris has been doing. He's been setting up for that. So he's a little tired right now, but we're
I've
glad he's here.
This is top 5 most tired I've been in my life, and it's
What
only going to
tops
get worse
this?
from here.
What
I don't
tops
know.
this?
I just can't think of it right now. Probably
When we did
something
the
else.
mission
Mr.
trip in South
Tired.
Dakota. Mission trip South
No,
Dakota.
I'm way less tired, or way more tired than that. And I'm
Well,
going to
you
be
weren't
so
working hard
tired
enough.
Saturday. I don't know how. I'm so. Excuse me. I'm going to be so tired Saturday night, dude. Man, it's going to be. Oh, God, I cannot. I'm not looking forward to it. I have to be up there until 11 o'clock at night tomorrow and Saturday.
Yeah, I feel bad
want-
for you. Me
I
and
feel
Lucas will
bad
be
for
in
me too.
Cincinnati. Cincinnati Comic Expo,
Heck yeah.
which we will
I'm
have
trying
a
to sleep
YouTube
a lot.
video. We'll have a YouTube mini doc for that. I got the camera
Heard.
charging as we speak. So if you want to see
sunburnt.
what yeah, Chris is sunburnt. We get it, Chris. You have a strong plight.
Strong plight?
Like that means like you have hard times, right?
I mean, I've never heard the phrase strong plight.
Then you've
I
never
just-
had one.
Nobody. What? You're just
You've heard me.
capitalizing on my brain that's not functioning at 100%.
You're darn right I am, because we don't have to hear about geography tonight. That's the best part.
Oh boy, don't tempt me.
Well, anyways, let's move this conversation along. Lucas, what have you been watching
North
or
Korea.
playing?
I've been playing a little bit of 2K18 whenever I get a chance, but been watching. I really finished up 2 series this past week, which sounds kind of sad, but finished Master of None and the anime Death Note. Since I watched the movie, I had to compare it to something. So
Yeah, me and Lucas. Last time I stayed with Lucas, we watched the live action Death Note, which wasn't awful. It wasn't bad. It was fun to watch. How does it compare to the actual anime? Since you finished watching it.
the actual anime is a whole lot better. I guess they're very different in how they approach the story itself. The live action took a whole lot of liberties with the characters. They basically split Light's character into 2 different characters in the live action. So Mia, his girlfriend in the live action, is not a character in the anime. And he is very manipulative and very, I mean, he's crazy in the anime. So
So
they,
like, so that's a good point because she was the manipulative one, really, in live action. Mia was.
right,
He like I'm not saying like he didn't do anything. It's just saying like she manipulated him a whole lot in the
right.
live
She
action.
was, yeah, in the live action, she was more of the let's stop at nothing to create the perfect world, and he was like, no, we should only kill bad guys that are convicted and that we're sure. But in the anime, uh, he is 100%. I mean, he refers to himself as a god, so like he's like, but he's very methodical and the well, not the whole, but the majority of the series is basically a chess match between him and Elle, constantly trying to read each other's thoughts and uh,
And
trying
Elle's the
to
detective,
basically,
right?
yeah,
Hmm.
right. Elle's the specialized detective that he's very very strange, but yeah, it's more of a psychological thing than it is like action or any of that. Uh, but it's been very good. I've got one more episode left in it that I'll probably finish up after recording this, and then. But the other thing I was watching, Master of None,
Which we started watching
is
last date with you.
yeah, finished that up. I think this past weekend. I think on like Saturday or something like that, and it if you haven't watched it, you should.
It's
It
really good.
is,
Here's the thing: it's not like a so it's Aziz Ansari is the main character,
yeah,
and which you know I liked Parks and Rec, but I wasn't a huge Tom Haverford fan. If you didn't like Tom Haverford in Parks and Rec, do not let that keep you from watching Master of None.
no,
Because
no,
like he's
because
not a totally different character, but he is like a little bit different. Like I don't know, it's
I would argue that he is a totally different character simply because Tom Haverford in Parks and Rec, because that's really the only thing, except for a few bits of his stand up. Parks and Rec was the thing that I knew Aziz Ansari from, and I would skip Tom Haverford's parts in Parks and Rec because I found them to be very very annoying and way too over the top to enjoy. So I just ended up skipping them. But this is a very real, I would say realistic, but it's also very sensationalized. But it's not like him going crazy over like the stupidest things. It's something that
you can actually
I
relate to this character.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. He goes through situations that I mean everybody's been in, kind of thing. Uh, it's very I don't know. It's really really good. They also portray the perfect woman in season two,
See,
in my opinion.
so I mean I've watched the series too, and I thought both of the main women protagonists were all ideal women. The first one I actually
I
liked
mean,
more. I don't know.
yeah, I mean, I guess this comes down to personal preference, but man, Francesca was just on a whole nother level.
Lucas likes the exotic ladies.
That may be true, but uh, this may sound sad. No, I can't say this right now. No spoilers. No
Yeah, no spoiler
spoilers.
because it's. Well, I mean, a lot more people might start watching it since it just went on Emmy. You told us that at the beginning of the
It did.
stream.
It did. It was one of the characters in the show, Denise. I was actually looking this up right before we started, so I didn't get this wrong. She won an Emmy for writing. Yeah, outstanding writing for a comedy series.
See, I thought
And
Aziz Ansari wrote some too on the show, but I guess is it just her? Like, I mean, sure, it's a team of writers, but
no,
is there anybody else
yeah,
from that's in the show that writes?
that I'm not sure. The episode that she won the Emmy for was the Thanksgiving episode.
That one is really good. I liked that one.
Yeah, which I thought was
It's also
it was very deep.
yeah, it covered an issue that that's a big issue now. Of like I won't ruin it or anything, but like you should go watch that episode if you don't watch anything else. It's very tasteful and well done, I think. But yeah, also the other thing I loved about that show is I got to see what the voice of Archer and Bob's from Bob's Burgers actually looked like, and it's not what I expected. Because like in Bob's Burgers and Archer, he is a dark-haired kind of tall guy. Like not super tall, but like kind of tall, and he in real life he's kind of short and like is got light hair. Well, for what hair he has, he's actually kind of bald.
He's bald.
But like, I just is not how I pictured him. I don't. It just, but he's really cool. I like him in the show too. His character is kind of like the morale. Like you check your morals with him, like as the more experienced person in the show. It's really good. I really like his character. Speaking of Master of None, on my Netflix, I watched Master of None, and like for my recommended things was Friends from College or College Friends or whatever, and so I watched all of it. It's not as good as Master of None. It's also not that great. I don't know. It's got Keegan Michael Key, and like I like him, and like it's got Colby Smuthers from How I Met Your Mother. And like I recognize a couple other characters. I don't know what they're from. That I recognize them or their names, and I don't know. And it's that New York lifestyle again, but I don't know. It's just like the people are very much eccentric and like non-relatable.
Gotcha.
I don't know. And the thing I liked about Master of None is like you could relate to the characters. I mean, they were a little eccentric, like a little bit more crazier than you'd think, but like not too far gone that you had no idea what they were doing, or like you were like nobody would do that in real life. Like,
and they suffered from very real world problems, kind of
yeah.
thing. Like it's
Well, like college friends suffer like from real world problems. It's just I don't know. Maybe it's just where we're not from New York and we don't know what problems in New York are. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's what I've been watching.
Big city life.
Yeah. I've been wanting to play some Overwatch. Lucas finally got Overwatch, and we played it a bunch when I stayed at his house, and then we haven't played it since. So I've been playing Rocket League with a couple friends a lot.
I haven't been on Xbox in like 4 or 5 days.
Almost a week.
You know what I really enjoy? I found like
dabbing.
I don't know if this is new or if it's been on, but like you can play Spotify while playing games. So like I've been doing that with playing Rocket League,
yeah. So
and like that is so enjoyable. Like I like doing that. I didn't think I would like something as much as that, but I do. It's just so pleasant.
How neat is that?
It's pretty neat. And if you haven't done it, it's just great. I don't know why I like it so much. I just do.
See, I find it annoying listening to music whenever I play games.
Well, here, like
if it's not the in-game audio.
Here's the thing: I couldn't do it for a game like Overwatch because I'm constantly thinking in Overwatch, like who counters who, where do we need to push, when do we need to push for the point.
Right.
But like Rocket League is a game that like I can kind of tune my mind off on when I don't play competitive. So like it's just I just drive around, hit the ball, and if I score, I score, and if not, I don't. Like it's just a good
The-
decompressing thing. But like you said, like if it was a game that I had to concentrate on, I would be like you.
it's any game for me. It takes me out of it. Uh, like I'm not as invested in the game as I know that sounds weird with a game like Rocket League where you're just driving around a car and uh, trying to hit a ball into a goal, but like I don't know, it just makes me not want to play. I don't know, it's weird. I know, but it's the same way with like all the NBA games and all that stuff. Because especially with 2K17, the music in it was terrible. It was really, really bad, and so I would try to listen to music and stuff while I played it, and I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. I had to suffer through that terrible music.
But isn't like for the 2K games, isn't the music a big part of it?
Not really.
I
You
don't
have
know.
music in the title screens and stuff like that, but then the announcers and stuff through the game, and that's like crowd noise and all that stuff. But that's about it.
Okay. Um. Hmm.
Outside of the career mode or my player, or yeah, my career, that's where you get all the cutscenes and all that stuff. So
Anybody want to fry an egg?
Not pay attention to.
What?
Does anybody
Why
want
would-
to fry an egg? Just come and use my shoulder.
Were you not wearing
were
a
you
shirt today?
It's like my neck's on fire.
I've been there. Hopefully you
Yeah.
don't blister. Blistering's the worst.
That's why I'm not gonna take a hot shower.
Oh no! Take a cold one. It's the best.
No, not too cold. I don't want to invert
Nice
myself.
lukewarm.
Listen, when I went on the mission trip this summer, I took the youth group on. We went to South Carolina and roofed. They had shower trailers, so like I took an ice cold shower, or else I would melt, like drying off. 'Cause like it was so hot in those trailers, 'cause there's no air conditioning. Like you would literally just sweat. You'd get out of the shower and sweat and be nasty again. So I would take a cold shower. And it honestly felt awesome from being on the roof all day.
Mhm.
Did you guys see that
Did you get
flawless
sunburnt
drift
last weekend?
last
Chris?
weekend?
No.
Did you
No.
get? No.
Why would you get
No.
sunburnt last
Dollywood?
week? Oh, hey, yeah, me and Chris went to Dollywood last weekend.
How did you not think of that as a topic?
Did you have a vengeful story from that or something like that?
I don't
I
know
did
what
put it on the
I don't know
topic
what
list.
was avenged. I don't know what I avenged, honestly.
Well, this trip
Oh, you
wasn't.
don't?
So
I
let me-
don't.
I'm gonna tell the story. Last summer,
Okay,
Okay.
good, because I can't. So.
last September-ish, I went to Dollywood with my parents. Their church took a big fall trip, and they asked me to go with them. So I did. I went with them and spent a weekend with my parents. And I texted Chris, "Hey, I'm getting to ride this new ride at Dollywood, called Lightning Rod." And he got so mad. He's like, "Why didn't you invite me?" I said, "Because like I was invited. Like I wasn't the one that made the plans. I was invited to go." And he's like, "Oh, you left me out, man." And like he took vengeance on me, like for leaving him out by going all the way to California. Who's playing stuff on their phone while I'm telling a story? Turn
It's
that
not
off.
me.
It
Lucas?
also was not me.
It's got to be one of you guys.
It's not me.
It's Chris.
There's a ghost in the machine.
But anyways, Chris went to California and did not invite me.
Yep.
And
happened.
that was his venge. This was kind of like the treaty period, like where we made like a truce, kinda. So we went to Dollywood together.
Except you got mad at me at Rocket League the next night.
Yeah, well, no.
And then I unfriended
Here's
you
the
on
thing.
Xbox.
You got mad at me, so then I retaliated, and then Chris got
You got
even
way
more mad at
you
me,
got
and
you
then
got
blocked
way
me
more you got way more mad than I did. I just was like
because
whatever,
you
and I
griped
just
at me for not getting out of the way, and I'm like, you are the one that's causing me not to be able to go somewhere. Blamed
whatever.
it on me.
Whatever.
Anyways, we're back friends again. Me and Chris fight a lot sometimes.
You say so.
We haven't fought this week because we haven't actually played a lot of games together.
We're seeing each other.
Yeah.
You probably won't see me this Sunday either. I'll be asleep all day.
Well, that's not good. You gotta be at life
The
group.
chicken festival will
Well, I
take it out
I
of
can
you.
be awake by 5. I mean, Lord have mercy.
That chicken festival, man, it's a killer.
God.
Dang it, I had something I was gonna talk about. Oh yeah. So this is kind of another little story. Uh, where I volunteer with the youth group at my church, we took the kids to a youth rally for first priority at the arena in Corbin, Kentucky. And like, so it's supposed to be this cool youth rally, and I'm pretty hyped because I used to go to those back in like when I was in high school, and like, been to Winter Jam and a bunch of other Christian concerts singing. I had some high expectations for it. And like, I heard like these BMX riders that were on America's Got Talent were gonna be like a special guest and do this awesome routine. So I'm like, I'm even more hype. And we get there, and there's like maybe 2 ramps and like 2 bicycles and like 1 motorcycle, and like, you know all these kids were getting hype and like going crazy for it. I'm just like, this is not what I expected. Like, I was expecting some Nitro Circuit stuff. Like, we grew up in the 90s. That's when the stuff got real. Like, Tony Hawk was doing cool shows and stuff like that, and Nitro Circus and Travis Pastrana. Like, I was expecting that stuff, and I was not pleased. The best trick that was done was a backflip, and there was only one backflip.
Yeah.
If that tells
That's
you
hardcore.
anything.
Radical.
Like, and it was kids from like 6th grade to 12th grade, filling the stage, and they're all going crazy. And I look at, like, my friend Greg was with me because he volunteers too with the youth. I look at him, I'm not. This isn't. I'm not. It's not doing it for me. He's like, you're a
It's like
hard critic. I'm like. He's like, that's tough, man. I said, well, I mean, I'm just not. I was expecting something, and they didn't hit expectations.
Have you seen the SpongeBob episode Pre-Hibernation Week? That's what this reminds me of.
Oh yeah, where they just like where SpongeBob thinks hibernation is supposed to be like something crazy, and it's just sleeping.
Well, no, and then Sandy makes him do all this extreme stuff so she can get everything in before she starts to go hibernating.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
If they play hay in the needle stack,
Find the hay. Yeah.
extreme jacks, which was where you have to pick them all up before a bowling ball hits you in the head. They took a tandem bicycle ride through the industrial park. Let's see what else happened. SpongeBob landed on a fire hydrant and a chunk came out of him.
Yeah. And then he's gonna go face her off, and he's like, I am a man.
He pulls out a little razor.
Yeah, I don't get the razor thing. I thought it was a teleprompter when I first watched it. Like, he had it written down on there or something.
Are you a sped?
Well, I don't. I was.
What's a razor?
What's a razor? What's the razor have to do with anything?
He says, I am a man, and pulls out a razor.
Yeah, it shows that he's man enough to shave.
It's not a very layered joke. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, it's
I
a
looked
kid
more
show,
into
so.
it. I looked more into it.
I mean,
speaking of,
there's...
okay. Oh, go ahead.
No.
Yeah, go
No,
ahead.
seriously, go.
So, SpongeBob was meant to be an adult show on, like, Adult Swim, right?
Yeah, it was originally aired on Adult Swim.
Speaking of shows that are on Adult Swim that I'm starting to watch, Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Do you not watch it, Chris?
No, all the I would watch it, except for all the people online like, oh, Rick and Morty, oh, it's the best show ever, oh, so high art, oh.
I'm not saying it's the best show ever, but I'm saying it is clever. Like,
This internet
like it.
fanboys just annoy me.
Yeah. I mean,
It's like
that's
it's
with
like
about everything.
I know,
though.
but I avoid shows like that. The only one I didn't avoid was Breaking Bad, but it really wasn't that fanboyish on the internet. I don't know.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, but that one's so good. Yeah, but Game of Thrones is really good.
Yeah.
Rick and Morty is
Oh.
fun. It's like a mix between Doctor Who and like Futurama,
Pass.
but wittier
Thanks.
than Futurama.
Well, now I don't want to watch it because you mentioned Doctor Who. Guess I'm out.
It's nothing like Doctor
Well,
Who.
the
hate
concept
Who.
of like going through like universes and stuff is the Doctor Who thing.
Doctor Hugh.
Yeah,
Are
Doctor
you sure not
Who.
talking about House, starring Hugh Laurie?
Maybe I don't know.
Same thing. Same show.
Oh gosh, I watched that show, and I think every
It's not
episode
lupus.
somebody has a seizure.
Look, say what you want about House. Theme song, one of the best.
No, yeah,
It's a
it's
dope
great.
Listen, I
song.
liked the first couple episodes, and I saw a trend. They would treat
Well, yeah,
for something.
somebody gets
and then-
somebody almost dies, and then they found the cure at the end of the episode. That's just it's
Well, no, it's
basically
like-
like CSI for doctors.
Here's the thing: they'd treat
Yeah.
for the wrong thing, the person would have a seizure, and then they'd figure out what it actually was, and the person would stop
It's
having
never
a seizure.
lupus though.
Nope.
No, one time it was lupus.
No, you talking about Selena Gomez?
Maybe.
Oh God.
She's got. No, she actually does have lupus.
I know.
Oh, okay. I don't even know what lupus is.
I don't either. Somebody look it up.
Hold on.
I'm driving. so I can't.
I'm
Siri, what is lupus?
Here's some information.
It's a disease in which the body's immune system mistakenly attacks healthy tissue in many parts of the body. That sounds bad.
Yeah.
Chest pain, hair loss, mouth ulcers, swollen lymph nodes. Ooh, okay. That's not fun. Wig. I'll fix that.
Not the lymph nodes.
Get a lymph nodes wig.
Just get a
Put
grow
an
a beard. Hide your lymph nodes.
Put an ice pack on those nodes.
marking.
Good grief.
What'd you say,
Beep, beep.
Lucas?
No, it's okay.
Did you know
Dang
golf
it,
carts
where
don't
were-
have horns?
Yeah.
Yes.
I found
It's
that out
'cause you
today.
You write on the steering wheel. You write your score on the steering wheel.
Well, when I'm driving through a crowd of people, I need people to know I'm coming, so I just yelled beep beep.
Beep, beep.
beep, mother.
Beep beep! That's what I... Oh, jeez. I just said beep beep, but that's it. That's all I did. I just yelled beep beep, and if they didn't move, I hit them.
You
Luckily,
didn't hit
everybody
anybody.
moved. Yeah, because everyone moved.
You wouldn't have had the nuts to go do that. Hit somebody.
Well, I would hit like an annoying teenager. I wouldn't have hit an old lady or something. But I did tell somebody that they couldn't have their dog. It was very obviously
Did
not.
somebody
a seeing
show
eye
up with
dog.
their dog there? Like
Yeah.
today?
Yeah. I went, no pets allowed.
They didn't think
But
you were
nicer
being
than
serious,
that.
then you had to actually tell
And I
them.
said, and then I said, well, no, I said there's no pets allowed unless they're like service dogs. And then they kept walking. I'm like, I wasn't kidding.
Is that what you
And then
said?
Yeah, so I wasn't kidding. And then
Did you have the police?
And then this,
Did you call the police?
no, I didn't. They relented and they left. So, let this be a lesson. Don't take your dog to the chicken festival unless it's a service dog.
Don't trifle with Chris.
If you travel
cut
with me, if you travel with me, you're bound to lose something. I'll snatch the life right out of you. All right. That's a Denzel Washington quote.
From what movie?
Training Day, I think.
I haven't seen Training Day in a while.
I think he says that to Mark Anthony, the singer dude. He's in that movie, I think.
Ethan Hawke's in
He's
that
in-
movie.
That's great, cool.
Well, I don't remember
I've still
Mark
never
Anthony
seen it all
being
the
in
way
that
through.
movie.
Well, maybe it could have been a different one. Poor Denzel Washington was a cop.
I think he's got a couple
That's
of
just
movies where he's a cop.
that's just the first one that comes to mind. He did win an Academy Award for that movie.
At work today, we actually talked about Denzel Washington movies. I think my
John
favorite
Q.
one. I think my favorite Denzel Washington movie is Pelham 123, because like he's not some action star or anything. He's just a normal guy.
Apollo what?
Pelham 123.
Never even heard of that.
Yeah.
It's
The
where
one with
he's
John Travolta.
yeah.
Never even. Felum, the taking of Felum 123.
It's Pelham.
Yeah.
Whatever. You forgot the taking of, so I wasn't. How
No,
was I
it's just
supposed to know
Pelham
that?
123. That's the title.
No, I'm
It's
pretty
just
sure it's the
Pelham
taking of
123.
Pelham 123.
I'm pretty sure it's just Pelham 123.
Pelham 123.
Okay, Christopher, here's what I found.
The taking of Felum 123.
I don't
Is it really
know.
Pelham?
No, sorry. The taking of Pelham 123.
Here are some matches for Pelham 100.
That's it. It's the taking of Pelham 123. Ha!
But it is Pelham. It's at least Pelham, right?
Sure, because when I said Felum, it said the series like Felon. No, I don't want to look up felons.
I wonder if there's an active like felon that's got the code 123.
Probably not.
FBI
Just like there's just like there's not the 13th floor on hotel buildings, or on office buildings.
I think it's any
Skyscrapers,
building.
Buildings over 13 floors.
Not a lot.
Actually, I think
there's not a lot of.
I think
them,
it's
but-
buildings over 20 floors.
The point is, 13 ain't one of them.
Yeah, that's true. But here's the thing
I
that I
don't
don't
care if
get.
it's
You
14.
still have a 13th floor. It's just numbered 14.
Yeah, but it's technically not the 13th floor since it's number 13.
But
You mean number-
it technically is
13.
No,
because it's the 13th
the hotel-
one above the ground.
The hotel makes the rules, and the rule is it's not the 13th floor, so it's not the 13th floor.
No, arithmetic
Okay.
makes the rules because you count the
I
floors.
want to. Okay, here we go. The capital of Russia is Moscow. The capital. Don't start throwing
Stop
math
it,
at me. We're
Chris.
gonna go down. Could you find Moscow on a map?
So, okay, Chris, let me ask you this.
7.
What floor is 13 stories above the ground?
13 stories above the ground. That's, well, 1 story is a floor, so the 14th floor.
I knew.
You knew I was gonna say
I
it.
figured you would say that.
You're the
Yeah,
worst kind of person.
You're not gonna trip me up like
I
that.
knew it.
There's no way you were gonna fool me with that.
He almost did. It took you a little bit of
Yeah,
thinking.
it took you a little bit. I figured you would just say 14 like right off the bat.
No, I almost said 130.
Oh,
Because I was thinking of feet and not floors.
gotcha.
It would have been 130 feet. Well, actually, it'd been more than 130 feet.
I just said roughly
Yeah.
a story. Roughly a story is about 10 feet. That's all.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
think-
close.
If I remember correct, 1 floor is
Actually-
actually 14
Oh, he
feet
said it.
because it has 2 feet.
Actually, as he
Actually.
pushed his glasses up.
I don't wear
you got a neck
glasses
beard?
anymore because I have
You got a
contacts.
neck beard right now.
No, I do need to shave though before it turns into one.
Actually,
Actually,
I think it's 14 feet is 1 floor because you have 2 feet, the floor and the ceiling.
how many feet is a story?
I found on the web for how many feet is a store.
A story
how many
is 10
feet is-
feet.
How many
But-
feet is a story? There we go, Siri.
Checking on
She's checking on
that.
it.
Story converts to 8 to 10.
8 to 10 feet.
Yeah, but
Boom.
a floor, 1 floor is
We were
going to
asking
be
about a
bigger than that
story.
because you have to add the ceiling and the floor.
You wanted a story. I gave you a story. We weren't
Uh,
talking about floors. Besides, the floor is what's on the bottom of the room anyway.
Yeah, but it still counts.
How many ceilings is your hotel? Nobody says that.
No, but like for a floor consists of the room and the 2 feet of floor under it and the 2
Does the
feet
floor
of ceiling
consist of
above
the
it.
ceiling and the floor, or just the floor?
Ceiling and the floor.
The ceiling's part of the floor?
Yes, of the whole floor plan.
Call it a story. You're making yourself look foolish.
I'm just the engineer here, Chris.
I can engineer things.
No, you can't.
My theme
Yeah.
parks and roller coaster tycoon would put you to shame.
I don't care.
They
That's
would.
not even real
I've
life.
seen them.
Could be. Somebody just give me the money.
People actually give me money to make stuff.
Me too. I made the schedule for the chicken festival. It's in the freaking newspaper. Come at me, bro.
Oh yeah, I've been asked to write a paragraph for a book.
Ooh, okay. Ooh, a book. Wow.
Like anybody reads those anymore.
Jeez. The last time I read a non-textbook / Bible was... Oh, man.
For me, it was like last week.
Non-textbook. I mean, I
I
started
read
a couple
Neverwhere
books, but...
not too long ago.
Does watching Game of Thrones count?
Pretty much.
No,
Then
no. If you read Game of Thrones, then it does count. But if you watched it, no.
I'm telling you, I don't want to read Game of Thrones until the last book comes out, but I'll be dead before
That
that
wasn't
happens.
me. It was my roommate.
That was you. I feel like that was you.
No, I don't read Game of Thrones. Most of the things I read are Christian memoirs or comic books.
Memoirs.
That was not
Memoirs.
me
Do
that said I don't.
audiobooks count?
Yes, I'll give you audiobooks.
Sweet.
I re-
Okay.
I read
listen
John
to
Calipari's
Neverwhere,
first
not too long.
autobiography, and I read most of it while in a bathroom in Ireland. I just kept reading, and then I realized I realized we had to get ready to leave, so I had to finish my business and get off the toilet.
And your legs were going to sleep.
My legs are almost asleep right now, but that's because I'm crossing them. Also, my eyelids are heavy.
Well, I mean, that happens when you're tired.
I don't remember what it's like to feel tired.
That's not good,
I've been
Chris.
I've been a ball of energy for the past 2 years.
That is false. That is false. Because
You're
we had to
false.
leave Dollywood at 3 o'clock.
I wasn't tired. I was exhausted. That's different.
That's the same thing.
It's not. It's not the
I
same.
hate you so much. You
Not
make
as much
no
as I hate
sense.
myself.
Speaking of being tired, I've been hitting the weights again.
Nerd.
My arms are. I got to do arm day once we get done recording.
You
I
mean
did
well,
chest
it's
day
arm night
Monday.
at this point?
Yeah, but I
Where
did
do you
chest,
hit the gym
then
at?
back at my house. I have a total gym.
Oh wow, I'm tired. I'm a total gym. Ooh.
Listen,
I
we
did
got
some
it for
crunches the other
free.
day.
And by
That
crunches,
was
you
fun.
mean you ate some Captain Crunch?
No, Captain Crunch sucks.
No, it doesn't. It's the best cereal ever.
Who wants to eat food
False.
that shreds your mouth?
Me, I
Here,
like pain.
let me eat these straight razors. Let me eat these shards of glass. Let me chomp down, maybe freaking munch on that light bulb. Captain
I
Crunch
mean, it's
is
so
a cheese,
good
like
though.
a cheese grater. It's not.
It's real good.
It's not even remotely worth it.
Yeah, it is.
The only one of the 3 main versions would be the Berry Crunch. And as it so happens, that's the one that tears your mouth up the least anyway, so... Peanut butter is like putting a cheese grater in your mouth. Less so with the regular Captain Crunch. Crunch berries are the way to go if you're gonna subject yourself to that kind of abuse and torment.
No, regular Crunch.
You're so plain.
Yeah, you're right.
Where you probably eat
Shout
regular
out to
Cheerios
Raisin
too.
Bran.
No, I only eat Honey Nut Cheerios.
I'm all about those exotics. Give me that French toast crunch, boy. Give me that.
I like Golden Grams. Golden Grams are good.
Honeycomb. Jeez. Give me those honeycombs, bruh. Do they even
And
make
then,
honeycombs?
Yeah, they make honeycomb still.
I haven't seen the commercials for them anymore, so I didn't know.
There's no good cereal commercials anymore.
Cinnamon Frosted Flakes.
I did see that one. That one was
Apple
good.
Jacks.
Cookie Crisps.
Apple Jacks used to have some dope commercials.
Here I come, I am cinnamon.
I love those commercials.
Cinnamon is the winnerman. Yeah, Apple Jacks. Legit.
I eat Apple Jacks quite a bit. I'm pretty sure it was because of those commercials growing up.
They're actually good, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even get where the apple flavor... Huh? What?
What?
Did you say they're not?
No, I said yeah, they are. Like I was agreeing with you.
Oh.
But here's the thing.
Oh.
Like
not having
any cereal that like is sugary like that stuff is good.
No, screw Lucky Charms. They're trash.
What? You don't
I hate
like Lucky Charms?
Lucky Charms are trash.
They're gross. Any
trash.
cereal with marshmallows in it, I'm not about.
Lucky Charms are straight up trash.
Man,
They're
I like them.
they are the cereal where Raising Cane's is the chicken.
Yeah, I can't do
That's
Raisin
about
Cane's.
right.
Dude,
We
like
agree
me and
on
Lucas
that.
are like, look, when I was at Life Group and I said I hated Cane's, I was almost strung up on my toes. They were going to lynch me.
Like, I was right there with you though.
No, you weren't.
Wait,
You
was
weren't
it the one
even
I missed?
there. Yeah,
But I am right
it
there
was
with
like
you.
2
Like I
weeks
don't like
ago.
Cane's either. I don't
It
like
was when you were
Cane's. I like Zaxby's.
It's not good.
I like
like-
Zaxby's.
It's not good. I would go to Bojangles every day over Cane's. It's not even a question.
I
I
like
go to
Bojangles.
KFC over Cane's.
I think the thing I like about Bojangles and KFC is like where
Side
I
game.
can get green beans. Yeah, the side game is good. You got
Dirty
more
rice
options.
at Bojangles? Come on.
I like their
That
green
stuff
beans.
is... Look, this is going to sound real dumb, but when we were in elementary school, we had that, like, rice that was, like, really good. Like, that legit rice. The yellow
Like,
rice.
yeah.
Spanish rice? Or
Yeah. Not the
No, I'm thinking
weird
some-
brown rice, but the yellow rice that had, like, the...
Yeah. Had like something in it. I don't remember what it was in it, but
Oh,
but-
yeah, I know what you're talking
And
about.
Bojangles rice tastes kind of like that, and that's why I love it so much. Freaking love that stuff.
they also have good chicken too. That's
Yeah,
what I ate before I
Bo
went and watched
sauce is
American
pretty good.
Assassin. I don't use sauce.
Yeah, but... I mean, the
I use
chicken
Zax
has
sauce.
flavor, but...
What does Bo sauce taste like? Does it taste like Zax sauce?
No, it's a little spicier.
But does it have that same kind of like Thousand Island
No, not
tang
really.
to it? Mm.
I don't think so.
If I could
I mean,
find
it's
that
tangy, but
at
it's
Bojangles, I would
not-
get sauce. It's not
You
honey
can-
mustard,
you
is
can
it?
try- Oh,
Because like Chick-fil-A sauce is basically honey mustard.
okay. It's not. That is not true. Okay, Chick-fil-A wouldn't serve Chick-fil-A sauce and honey mustard if they were the same thing. First of all,
I don't know. That's what it
There's-
tastes like to
there-
me.
it's not. You're open your taste buds to the glory of Chick-fil-A sauce. I was a late adopter, but
I don't like it.
it's dude. Chick-fil-A
I
sauce
don't like
is
Chick-fil-A.
Come on, man. How?
Like I'll eat
How can you
Chick-fil-A, but if
not?
I had
It's
a
so
choice,
delicious.
like I
No,
would choose Zaxby
It's
over
so
Chick-fil-A.
good.
I would
would
eat
also
Cane's
choose-
before I ate Chick-fil-A.
No,
What's
see, I'd
wrong with
pick
you?
Chick-fil-A before Cane's.
It's so
You're a
soggy.
madman.
It's so soggy.
Keeps it warm.
No, it's just no.
Oh,
It's
we get
soggy.
the crunchy pickle. Pickle on there, crunchy. I get the number one with
The-
pepper jack cheese, bro.
The crunchy
So
part of a crispy chicken sandwich should not be the pickle.
Nah, it's legit. It's legit. Nah. Chick-fil-A game.
I just get the nuggets. I just get the nugs. Yesterday I
You're
got
missing.
Wendy's nugs, and I said, "Can I get a
They're-
10-piece nug?" And they're like, "What?" I said, "A 10-piece nug,"
You're an idiot.
and they didn't know what I was saying. I was like, "Just give me
Of course
freaking
they didn't know what you
nuggets."
said.
Yeah.
Gosh.
I kind of got
Oh,
mad.
no,
I'm like,
you're- What? Because you
Hey.
called something by not its right name, and
Hey,
they didn't
welcome
know
to
You
what
should
it
be
McDonald's.
able
How
was.
may I help you? Yeah, I want to.
Yeah, give me some
Yeah,
nugs.
can I get 2 burgers, please?
they usually
What?
just
Sorry,
know.
what? A burg. Just give me a burg. Got any burgs?
A bird?
But nugs,
Bird.
like people call nuggets nugs.
Who?
Uh,
Hot smokers.
That's different though.
But they're not.
That's different.
Yeah,
nugs.
exactly. Nobody refers to chicken nuggets as nugs. Only nugs
Achievement
are
Hunter
weed
does.
nugs. Wow, so 6 people out of 7 billion.
I'm sure a lot of their fan base calls them nugs.
Not even one of them with any sense. Why
Don't
did
Chris
you go
just
to
fight
a
me?
dude?
Just because like I had
I don't have the
watched-
energy.
or I'd listened to their podcast off topic, and they were talking about nugs, and that was on my mind. I was like, I'm
I
going for
don't-
nugs right now.
Well, I don't listen to podcasts about murderers and go out murdering people because I was thinking about it.
I don't either, but I was thinking
Also-
about nugs, and I was hungry.
Why would you eat chicken nuggets?
Because he's 10 years old.
There you go.
Well,
So,
look at-
that's the only
you used to
other.
live with me, and like until like junior year of college, I didn't actually get real groceries. I got SpaghettiOs, pizza rolls,
Oh,
apple
gross.
juice.
Okay.
Like, it was like a
Spaghetti
No,
full-
I gotta. hold on.
I have
Now,
a tweet. I have a tweet to commemorate this.
yeah, the grossest thing not the grossest. I won't go that far, but the thing that never made sense to me and still doesn't to this day is he would get a pizza rolls. That's what they're called.
Yeah.
And he would, they're frozen. You take them out of the
Yep.
freezer. He would put
Yep.
them on a plate,
Yep.
as you do, and then he would microwave them for like 30 seconds.
No, it was more than that.
I'm calling the cops.
No, listen. No, listen to
That's
me.
disgusting.
Listen. No.
They
He's
were,
making it sound worse than it
still,
is.
they,
No.
okay,
No.
they would be
shut up, Orvis.
thawed.
That's
No, they
gross.
wouldn't.
They would still be
legit
caught.
gross.
Oh, they wouldn't be
No.
thawed. They would still be frozen.
No, listen,
That's-
listen. No, that's
You're
not
disgusting.
true. That's not true at all.
That is
So,
100%
No,
true.
it's not. You
That's
got
so
They
one
would
gross.
still
bad-
be
you got
cold
one
on the
bad pizza
inside.
roll out of a batch. You got one bad one. I
They-
never. Okay, so he's part true. I would never heat them up for the full time it said, because then it'd be like molten lava when you bit into them. So I would like shave like 30 seconds off of what is recommended on the pack. That way they wouldn't burn my mouth.
Yeah,
And
they
Lucas
were cold.
picked-
Yeah,
This is a one
that's called
cold
calculated risk, is what that is.
Yeah, they were still cold. Whenever I made
They-
pizza
not all of
rolls,
them were
whenever I
cold.
was 8 years old,
Okay,
I would
look,
put those suckers
pizza
on
rolls,
for
I
like
would-
20 minutes.
pizza rolls, 20 minutes, not in the microwave, surely.
Not really.
In the
That's
oven,
an
okay.
exaggeration, but
Well,
No,
relative
in
to
the-
30 seconds. They're supposed to
I
be there
mean-
for like a minute and a half at least.
yeah. So like a minute and a half, I'd have put them in for like 3 minutes.
Gosh.
Then you're
That's
just
gross.
eating like freaking lava rocks.
Yeah.
Hey,
you take them out and let
have
them
some
cool, and then
patience.
you eat them.
You
No,
psychopath.
you take it. You only put them in there for 30 seconds shorter than what they recommend, and then you don't have to wait.
So
for
a
them to cool
minute.
off.
You know what you know what I like to eat?
But
I love
they're
eating
not
hot pockets
warm.
that are cold in the middle. It's basically the
Yeah,
same thing.
It's
No, it's
disgusting.
not. They get done.
Yeah, it is.
You don't.
No, they get thawed
off-
out, but they're still.
off-
You don't. What on
Do not-
earth?
you
do not-
just launched that dude.
What the
First
heck?
off, do
How's
not
that even-
compare pizza
That never
rolls to Hot
happens.
Pockets. They're not the same. Nor will they ever
Your
be
Your
the
microwave,
same.
pockets
they're-
are
they-
so
they
much
taste-
better.
They taste
What?
like
No,
pizza,
you
and you
shut
put them
your
in the
whore mouth.
microwave. They taste like pizza. You put them in the microwave. Done.
Pizza rolls
No.
are 10 times better than
No.
Hey,
Hot
Lucas,
Pockets.
have you ever heard of the original name for Hot Pockets?
Yeah, I have, but I can't remember what
I
it
know, I
is. I
told
know I've
you.
heard it though.
They're
Oh,
they
did
were
you tell
called
me? I couldn't
chunk
remember if it's you.
stuffers.
Oh, chunk. That's
Chunk
disgusting.
stuffers.
It sounds like something from
I,
the Goonies.
yeah. No.
Or something. Or what you do to a
The
toilet on
best.
accident.
The best pizza flavored microwavable goods though. It's got to be Bagel Bites.
I'll give
I've
you
never
that
actually
one.
had
Bagel
bagel
bites were
bites.
dope.
Oh, they're
Bagel
so
bites are
good. They were.
awesome. Do they sell them still?
Probably.
I think I seen them at like the dollar store not too long ago.
Do you remember
and
when
I
they
thought
actually
about
made the
getting
full
them,
size bagel pizzas? Those were good too.
but I never got those. I always just got the Bagel Bites and
My
the
mom
little.
mixed up
They
one
came with
time and
the.
got those, and they were still good. They were real good too. They wouldn't get as crispy as a bagel bite, which I liked sometimes.
Oh, a man of discerning taste. Sometimes I want the
Yeah.
regular bagel bites, but sometimes I
Yeah.
want the whole
As
pizza that was
long
a
as
bagel
they're
bite.
cold.
No,
So-
that's not true.
Here, let me
I
put this
don't-
Stouffer's lasagna in the microwave for 45 seconds.
Yeah.
No.
How long would
There's
you
a
put in a
title for
Stouffer's
this
lasagna in the
episode.
microwave? Okay, like legit though. How long would you put it in there?
How long does it recommend?
I'm not gonna tell you that.
I'm gonna put in there for 30 seconds less than what it recommends.
Okay, a minute. That doesn't.
So I'd put in.
Oh my god.
First off, Stouffer's like lasagna takes longer than a minute.
Well, that's not the point. The point is it's microwaved and you're still cutting off 30 seconds.
Yeah. So
So it's not going to be done.
also, there's got to be a title somewhere in this conversation.
Tyler's disgusting.
No,
Here's your title.
shave 30 seconds off of it,
No, don't do that. That
or it
sounds
takes
really
longer
bad.
than a minute.
I'll think
I don't
about
know,
it.
but-
We'll deal with that later.
Yeah, but like it's
Chunk
legit.
stuffers.
Chunk stuff. Oh god, I'm stuck.
Keep rolling.
Oh,
There you go.
just stay there for another 30 seconds. You'll be able to get out of there.
No, I don't. I want to wait 30 seconds. But like that's the
Yes.
thing. Like so, chunk stuffers. If you left them in too long, they were like super hot in the middle.
Let it cool.
Yeah.
But then you don't know how long to let it cool, and like it's still burning hot in there, and you burn your mouth.
Here's a little pro tip, Tyler. Stick a
Or you
fork
could
in the
not
middle
be
of
a
it.
little girl and
Stick a
eat
fork
it.
in the middle of it and pull the fork out. And if the fork is hot, don't eat it.
I didn't
Or
think
just
of
Have you
that.
never learned?
Be a
Have you
man
never
about
learned
it.
that rule?
No.
That's like I've been doing that my entire life. Like if I want to check to see if something's warm enough, like hot or done, I stick a fork in it and take the fork out. And if the fork's still cold, it's not done yet.
For meat, like when I cook chicken or
Well, yeah.
steak, I put the fork in it,
Don't-
and then if it comes off the fork, like when you pick it up, it means it's done.
Well, that's not how lasagna works. Because it's
Well,
gonna
it's
come
not-
up. It's gonna stick to
I
the
just
fork
know.
anyway.
I can
Lucas,
look
you
at
do,
it and be like,
you
that's
do have
done.
a good way with telling when like meat is done. Because you cooked for us. Like I bought the meat and you cooked it when I stayed up there. It was dope, man. I
Yeah.
don't know what you did, but if a lady finds out how good you can cook, you'll get a wife real easy.
Okay. Now, the way
Get
you
him.
tell with like steak is you tell by the I think it's the tip of your nose is how it should feel to get a nice medium. If it bounces back, if you like touch it with your finger and it bounces back like the tip of your nose, that's a nice medium well. That's where I like to cook my steak.
I like mine
I would have to.
medium.
I would have
That's
to
what I
tap
tell.
the steak in my nose at the same time just to make sure.
You could
Yeah,
do
well, yeah,
that.
that's what you do.
Oh, I thought you were supposed to tap your nose, then tap the steak, then tap your nose.
I'm not gonna lie. One time I thought Lucas was
Why did
sticking
you
his
just do
nose.
that?
He's got it. He's going to float.
Yeah,
There you
there
go.
we did. I did it.
You're a psycho.
You're darn right I am.
Not cooking your food and going through rivers.
Oh god, somebody's blowing stuff up behind me.
Trace. You're at the base, genius.
Whoa. I didn't know that. Uh, well, do you guys have anything else you want to talk about besides my weird cooking styles?
That's not okay. Let's be fair. That's not cooking.
Yeah,
No,
it
that
is.
is heating stuff
That's
up.
not cooking.
That is.
So what do you think? Pouring a
That's
bowl of
not-
cereal is cooking?
On the direction says cook it in the microwave for appointed time.
Okay, put in the microwave. The microwave is what does the cooking.
Whatever.
You're
Do
not-
you guys have any more topics?
I could literally go on for hours about how much you scare me with how you eat your food.
Listen, man, I've
You're
only
truly
had food
terrifying.
poisoning twice,
This is how
Oh.
cereal
Well, there
killers
you go.
start.
Twice
I
is
didn't
too
cook 'em.
many.
but I didn't cook. It was a McDonald's McRib the first time, and I'm like, that was just a
Oh,
one-time
wow,
thing.
shocker.
And I got it again, and I got sick again. It's been the McDonald's McRib
How far apart were those instances?
a year.
Yeah, that's not.
Maybe you're
No.
just allergic to the McRib.
I don't like what else is in it besides meat.
I don't know. I don't
pickles
even
and
know
onions.
if it is meat technically.
I just don't trust it because it's shaped like a rib. That's weird. I'm not comfortable with that. The last time I had one was like
I'm
at
just
middle
saying, I don't trust them
Yeah.
anymore now that I got sick off 2 of them.
school. Well, you should.
I've
here in a
had
minute, it'll
one
probably
in
be
my
coming back.
life.
My dad
And,
loves the McRib.
It was not very good.
Did they even bring those back last year?
Yeah.
I don't remember it.
I don't
Because my
remember them having
coworker
them
was
last
hype
year.
about it, and I'm like, I'm never gonna eat those again. He's like, why not? It's because I've got sick off 2 of them.
Good lord. Drive straight, for crying out loud. What are you doing?
Stunts. I'm doing stunts. Well, I guess we're gonna let's end the episode right here.
Oh, that was
So-
real smooth ending.
Well, I was trying to, and you guys kept talking because you guys
You asked us if we had anything else to talk about.
and you didn't. You wanted to keep talking about the same thing.
So the pension crisis in Kentucky.
I don't care.
You should.
So
Is
I-
Florida still down there?
yeah, Florida's
Yeah,
still down
Florida's
there.
still there.
People are
Okay.
moving back.
Eat, sleep, break the streak.
Heck yeah.
Eat,
I
sleep,
saw
break
a
the
really
streak.
clever one that's not radio appropriate. But I'll tell you guys once
Okay,
I get off
then.
the stream. But anyways,
I'll take my answer off air.
so
Oh,
hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode.
I have not.
You should review us, tell a friend, like, share, subscribe.
Tell a friend. Tell your dog. Tell your cat. Tell your cat's dog. Pick your nose.
Not that they'll listen, but you could
Pick
still
your
tell
friends.
them.
Pick your butt.
Gross.
Also,
Life
check
needs
us
to be
out on
done.
YouTube, iTunes, Google Play, Podbean,
Stitcher.
and now Stitcher. We're on Stitcher now, which is a new.
That's a
listening-
doctors only podcast streaming service.
No, it's not.
Yep.
But it's
You're
it's
so-
audio only.
Good
so,
lord.
So you
Most
can check-
podcasts
if
are.
you're- well, we put ours on YouTube too. If
Fine.
you're wanting, if you have an Android or Google phone, I think Stitcher works pretty good on those.
Let's check in on
But
the
yeah.
Facebook messages.
Check us out. Tell a friend, and look for the doc that will be up in a week or 2 for me and Lucas going to the Cincinnati Comic Expo. Hopefully this episode's been better than static. We'll catch you guys next time.
Wouldn't it be crazy? But you still amaze me. Wouldn't it be crazy? But you still amaze me. Wouldn't